Keir Starmer's gone. Hooray! But what does this mean for the United Kingdom? Well, continue watching today's video and you will find out. Hello, I'm Sonny Bostock from Politicomment and welcome to my video where I explain to you all what the hell is going on with our government. On the morning of the 22nd of June 2026, then Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer announced his resignation as Prime Minister after just under 2 years in the role. This followed the election of MP for Makerfield, now Prime Minister, Andy Burnham on the 18th of June 2026. Keir Starmer resigned after Burnham was elected because everybody knew that Andy Burnham wanted to be Prime Minister and that nobody in the Labour Party wanted Keir Starmer to be the Prime Minister. Burnham's election signalled that Starmer's time was up. So on the 9th of July 2026, the time period for MPs to nominate a candidate to become Prime Minister opened. To be nominated, you require 81 MPs to nominate you. Burnham got 379 nominations and therefore became the only eligible candidate for Prime Minister. Fast forward to the 20th of July 2026 and the UK has a new Prime Minister. Keir Starmer visited the King to formally resign, and Burnham then visited the King to request to be the next Prime Minister of the UK. The next thing that followed was Burnham's speech outside 10 Downing Street.
I have just come.
And this is important because it sets the tone for your tenure as Prime Minister. For the first time since 2008, Andy Burnham made his speech outside of number 10 without a lectern, opting rather for just 2 microphones. This is because the lectern has become somewhat symbolic of Prime Ministers resigning. Burnham obviously didn't want that. Let me break down what he said in his speech. One of the first notable things that Burnham stated was that Britain had made some wrong turns in the 1980s and that he will work to fix these wrong turns. What he was referencing here was Margaret Thatcher and how she privatised many essential companies such as water, electricity and council housing. Here, Burnham is implying that he will try his hardest to bring these back under public control, and I really hope that he does. He then announced a 10-year plan that he had crafted to guide Britain back to a place of strength over the next 10 years. This is crucial as it indicates that Burnham actually has a plan for this country, unlike many of his predecessors, and actually has long-term vision, which you'd expect a Prime Minister to have, but many haven't. He then promised that his first action as Prime Minister would be to end rough sleeping. While this is a bold claim, it is possible and has been done before. Many before him just simply didn't bother to do it. After finishing his speech, Burnham immediately visited a homeless shelter and charity to find out how the government could help them succeed in combating homelessness. Alongside this, in his speech, Burnham also promised to increase the number of council houses, which will help to end rough sleeping. Finally, Burnham promised to give local councils and areas much more control over how they run their local area, which is definitely something the UK needs. The UK suffers from chronic central control. Giving more power to local councils will help many areas of the UK succeed. Within his first 24 hours, Andy Burnham scrapped VAT on electricity bills, which instantly put more money into everybody's pocket. It's obviously clear that he's executing a premeditated plan. Then, during the evening of the 20th of July, things got exciting. Andy Burnham was to select his cabinet. I was on the number 10 Twitter constantly refreshing the page, wanting to see who the next cabinet appointment was. For those who don't know, the Prime Minister's cabinet are the group of MPs that work closest to them, and they are the first to be delegated tasks so that the PM can focus on other matters. Starmer's cabinet was mostly very poor. Burnham obviously thought so too, as he fired basically all of them. I will now run you through the most important cabinet appointments. I won't break them down in any great detail, as we're yet to see how everybody performs. The Chancellor is the most important role in the cabinet, as they decide which other departments gets funding and how much funding they get. For this role, Andy Burnham chose former Defence Secretary John Healey. For Foreign Secretary, Burnham chose Ed Miliband. He then chose Shabana Mahmood for Home Secretary. And Wes Streeting for Defence Secretary. But we'll look past those because Angela Rayner was given Housing Secretary. Lucy Powell was given Education Secretary, which is a bit of a disappointment because Bridget Phillipson, who's now the Equalities Minister, was a very good Education Secretary. Yvette Cooper is the new Health Secretary, and Alex Norris is the Justice Secretary. Those are the most important roles in the Cabinet. There's many other Cabinet roles, but those are the core ones, the most important ones, the ones who make the biggest decisions for the country. As of now, this is all we know about Burnham's government. It will be exciting to see how he performs as Prime Minister, and I, for one, have a lot of hope. But that will be all for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please consider giving this video a like, as it really helps to support me. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.